This video is devoted to anyone that has been a part of a family-owned business or worked in a family-owned business, but mostly towards people that are in a family that has a business and talking about some of the dynamics and struggles that growing up in that situation entails. My background, my family owns a farm and it's been passed down through a few generations of the men in the family. And there's been a lot of trials and tribulations with that, but I love that legacy. And my mother is also from a family farm. And she married my father, who was also part of a farm. So this is my whole background. This is what I talk about all the time, and it really makes me who I am. And I think we have to tell our story in life so that we understand each other, because we all have unique backgrounds, and understanding our history helps us understand who we are and what our purpose in life is. And that is what God intended for all of us to do. So, after I went to Purdue University, I was very lucky and thankful to be able to go to college. That didn't really come easily. I worked really hard in school and was grateful to have scholarships, and the College of Agriculture at Purdue has a lot of great donors and just good people that give back to the school. And if you work hard and fill out these scholarship applications, high school, juniors, seniors, there are opportunities for you. So I truly believe in life that if you want opportunity, if you want to better yourself, that's out there, okay? So that's one part of the story. But after college, I maintained a good job with Farm Credit Mid-America. And through that job, I worked in ag lending, but I worked with farm families. And my favorite thing to do was to meet the matriarch or patriarch of the family and sit down at their kitchen table and just hear their stories and how they grew up and what they went through, and seeing how their family dynamics changed. And with the business, farming and agriculture, ranching, all of that, and any family business, honestly, it doesn't matter what you do. If you own a bakery or if you own a printing business, it really doesn't matter. But if that's how you grew up and that's what you know and you're passionate about, it becomes a part of you that you just can't delete. It's just part of your DNA. And there's always going to be some rivalry and competition or feelings or, problems with in-laws or nieces, nephews, whatever. I mean, like, families are not perfect. None of us are perfect. And there's a lot of judgment in the world. There's a lot of pain, hardship, but we have to get stronger from what we go through. My favorite client is a lady, I'll remain unnamed, but I sat at her kitchen table, and they're very successful in the Batesville area, and the sons did not talk to each other anymore. So they had a huge falling out, obviously over the family farm, the ground that they owned. Again, there's a lot of animosity there. I see this all the time. We don't want it to be that way. People always have a tendency to try to fix problems, and all of us do. And this is why I'm so passionate about this. But just hearing her story and seeing how upset she was of this family falling out, it really changed me in so many ways. And it inspired me to want to be an advocate for family farms and small businesses. And I actually quit my really good job. I had 401k match, I had a company vehicle. I mean, I was like 23 and living the high life, and I quit. And I went to law school, and I moved in a cheap, like, nasty apartment in Newport. And my mom actually cried because she was like, "Sarah, you're too good to live here." And I said, "No, it's okay. Like, I'm saving money." Like, I didn't expect any money from them. I never asked for anything. And law school was hard and difficult, especially after working for a while and feeling like I was very focused and wanting to succeed at that. But I was with a lot of entitled people fresh out of college that I felt like, mom and dad were just paying them to go to grad school, and that was fine. I met a lot of awesome people too. I don't want it to sound that way, but it just wasn't for me. And maybe that's the moral of the story too. You have to find yourself by taking chances and doing new things. So I quit after a year, after I had all that money invested, and I really didn't have anything at that point. I mean, I had my little savings for my job, my 401k, my Jeep. I didn't own property. And anyways, so I wanted to be an advocate, and there's ways to be an advocate without having to be a lawyer or an estate planning attorney, which was going to be my goal. So I immediately got my real estate license and got into real estate, and honestly have never looked back since. So again, my big why I do what I do is because I care about families, I care about people, down to my core. And I just want you to know that, because there's a lot of just judgment in the world and, entitlement and all of that. And maybe it's because we don't understand each other, and I get that too. I don't have the same perspective that someone else has growing up in a different situation, but we have to have some empathy, and we have to tell our story to understand each other. And it's physically impossible to be with like 100 people every day, talking to them, and people want your time and attention. And I understand that. I'm the middle of 5 children. I have the most awesome parents. I have the most amazing siblings. I'm so thankful to have grown up in a household that was so strong, but we have flaws too. We don't really talk about our problems, and that has made us who we are. But we do all have other family, friends that we can kind of open up more to, and it's just okay. Like, everything is okay. You just have to accept it for what it is. And I think figuring that out in life is a really growing point. So again, that's my why. That's why I work in real estate. That's why I understand family businesses and want to advocate for them and small businesses. And if you're a small business, we get it, and we appreciate you, and we know that you're working probably 90 plus hours a week, and you feel like people don't know that, or are ungrateful, or are always demanding of you, or if you're a mother, if you're a father, a parent, even a dog parent, I mean, whatever you do, it becomes a part of you, and you just have to tell your story. That's all we really like in life, is people that are genuine and authentic and tell their story. So you be you and enjoy your day, and don't let anyone steal your joy ever. Bye.